Trifecta, $22.50 for 1, 2 and 6. At Moonee Valley, the extra double dividend, $20 even. The numbers there, 1, Galway Gale and 4, Italian Verdict.
And Hell's a very, very astute trainer.
Right, they're racing. They're racing Sydney.
Rocket Jane trying to work over. Behind that group is Pulsane, just over a length, the Sharp Star and Santaniaco, Stormy Charger after a length, the Suetonius, and behind them next is Gay's Dilemma, followed by Windwill Lad, Good Tactics, Patchet Cootie, and last of all is, at this stage, Spinash. Racing to the first corner near the 1,000, and Joy Tingo leads the way from Rocket Jane. Green Ridge third on the fence, and Riverfront out 3 deep, a little more than a length, the Folsom, followed by Pulsane on the inside. Then comes Santaniaco, who's rather Dittman on the outside, and a good gap then to Sharp Star, Santaniaco, hard ridden from Windwill Lad and Stormy Charger, a length of Suetonia's Gay's Dilemma. Then comes Good Tactics, a gap then to Patchacootie, and Spinash whips them in, travelling by the 600. Joy Tingo, 3/4 Riverfront, third Rocket Jane, Folsom going quickly. On the rails, waiting for the runners, the favourite Green Ridge, a length and a quarter off Pulsane, Dittman, Sharp Star, and then Windwill Lad, Santaniaco, and Good Tactics hugging the fences next around the bend, and the Green Ridge getting a perfect run through as Joy Tingo's hung. And as they come to the 300 metres, the leader is Green Ridge. Kicks a length and a quarter, Windwill Lad, followed by Riverfront. Good Tactics running on clear of Folsom and Pulsane. Now Green Ridge is under pressure. Windwill Lad is almost level. It's Windwill Lad and Green Ridge. Green Ridge just in front. Windwill Lad on the outside, gradually getting it, and Pulsane will blow the lot of them over. Pulsane rocketing to the line, and Pulsane for the money. Pulsane has beaten Green Ridge and the third posse Windwill Lad, then Good Tactics, Gay's Dilemma. A break to Spinash, Riverfront, Folsom, Joy Tingo, Stormy Charger. Then came Sharp Star and Suetonia, Santaniaco. A break then Rocket Jane, Dittman, and Patchacootie back at the rear of the field.
So they double 2 and 5.
Well, a storming finish here from number 5, Pulsane. You'll see Pulsane in the pale blue with the brown sleeves, literally flying down the outside when Windmill Lad and Green Ridge appeared to be fighting out the race, had it to themselves until Pulsane, the grey, swamps them in the last metres, and as called, 5, 2 and 6. Pulsane the winner from 2 Green Ridge and 6 Windmill Lad in Sydney. Pulsane, Ellen...
Brisbane previous, Pekino Pearl, Pocono Pearl, the Victorian filly, 2.30 and 90, 1 Ascanis at 75 and 9 Lady Merlin, $1.35. Quinella 5.15 for 12.19 in Brisbane on race number 6. Now the Adelaide extra double for 6 and 1, $13.25. 6 and 1, $13.25. Adelaide extra double. The runners in Brisbane, they're moving in quite well for the next event up there. Runners, about 3 of them in the stalls, will go up there shortly. It's race 7 at 4:05. We've got Montpellier Prince, number 1 at 9.20 and 180. Go down to number 6. Dining Out, it's the tote favourite, 175 and 80, down to number 10. Vita, it's got a great chance too. Vita, $2.40 and $1. Number 12, Silver Style, $3.65 and $1.30. 13, Sumar Bladders in the market, $4.50, $1.35. And number 14, Tired Time, at $2.25 and $1.05. They're moving in well. In fact, they're just about ready as we go up for race 7. And Wayne Wilson.
Gent will be the last 2 to go forward. It's wide open betting race. Vita Silver Style maybe just in advance of Tide Time and Dining Out. Now we're just about set to go. Calm Gent's the last one to move forward. He goes in now. Tide Time on the outside. Silver Style stands up well. Sume Vlad is right up to it. The lights are on. All set. Fleet Consul, Vita, vice versa. Darzon, Red Shirt, Captain Comoran. Biltmore, Sume Vlad drawn towards the centre. Dining Out. Folkestone Bay, Montpellier Prince, Calm Gent, Silver Style. Tide Time on the outside. All ready to go. Fleet Consul dancing about in close. The starter hasn't moved to his stand as yet. Captain Comoran on the move. There's the starter coming up onto the platform. Line looks good. Set. Racing now. Fleet Consul near the inside came out fast. Captain Comoran showing speed. Biltmore and Darzon showing plenty of pace. Now Vita began nicely, drifting back to midfield. Dining Out began okay. He's getting back to midfield on the outside of Red Shirt. Silver Style is going up quickly on the outside. Folkestone Bay, Montpellier Prince and vice versa well back in the field. Tide Time back near last. Calm Gent about third last. Fleet Consul, the leader, running into the back, 1,200 metres to go. He dashes away to lead by 3 lengths. Captain Cormorant second. A length and a half away third, Sume Vlad. Darzon fourth on the rails, and then Biltmore Silver Style. 2 lengths further back to Vita on the inside of Montpellier Prince going forward. Then dining out Red Shirt. Folkestone Bay Tide Time third last on the outside of Vice Versa, and Calm Gent last of all. 850 metres to go. Fleet Consul continues to make play out in front. He's 2 clear of Captain Cormorant, a half length away third, Sume Vlad, 2 to Darzon, and then Biltmore, followed by Silver Style, picking up ground in the middle, then Montpellier Prince Vita, Red Shirt, then dining out Folkestone Bay, Calm Gent, then Vice Versa, and Tide Time now shuffled back to the rear. Onto the home turn, 500 metres to go. Fleet Consul ridden along just in front of Captain Cormorant. Sume Vlad going up strongly, 3 deep. Moving out after those leaders, Silver Style on the outside. Vita nice and handy. She's 5th as they flatten for the run-in. And then Darzon dining out and Biltmore. 250 metres to go. Sume Vlad taking the lead, but tackled immediately by Silver Style. And here comes Vita with a great run on the outside. Vita's going out after these leaders. She's loomed up to Poker Nose in front. Vita a half length clear of Silver Style, and then Sume Vlad, but she's too good, Vita, and she races away close to home to win by 2 lengths. Vita first, Silver Style second, third Sume Vlad, then Captain Cormorant, followed in by Tide Time, Folkestone Bay. Next in Biltmore dining out. Further back came Red Shirt, Montpellier Prince, Fleet Consul, Vice Versa, and last of all, Calm Gent.
Well, that's a pretty good performance there by Vita. She's a 3-year-old filly, a grey filly, and you can see her knuckle down now, the rider pulling the whip on the right hand, and that's the grey on the outside. She's like a little grey rabbit, racing up to Silver Style and a Sume Vlad, and that records her 7th win from 21 starts. In an open class graduation, she's run right away the 3-year-old filly to win well. Number 10, Vita, over 12, Silver Style, and Sume Vlad is in 3rd placing, 10, 12 and 13. We'll have some dividends there for that particular race shortly. Next commitment, we'll be going to Adelaide for race number 7, the Royal Heroine event over there, Royal Heroine Handicap, and that will start at 4:10. Now some results coming up after Vita has taken out the previous, and we've got race 7 in Sydney at Rose Hill, number 5, Pulsan. 3:30 at 135, 2 Green Ridge 85, and 6 Windmill Lad $1. 85, 2 and 6, 3:30 at 135, 85 for second, 180 for third. 810 Quinella and the trifecta, $226.85. Now the Sydney Daily Double, 2 Bow Kingdom and 5 Pulsan, 2 and 5 for the Sydney Double. Your dividend there, $14.50. $14.50. The Moonee Valley Daily Double, 8 and 7. 27.25, 27.25, 8 and 7 for the Daily Double here at the Valley, and 3 and 5 the 2-leg subs. 505, $3. 3 Old Russ, the last winner of the Mount Gambier Cup, number 3, 670 and 220. Number 4 Little Rogue, 390, 165. 5 Terravos showing $3.85. 6 is out. Number 7 Huckster, 380 and 125. Down to number 11 Tristanito, Johnny Letts, $1.75 and 65. And number 12 Windy Minx on the bottom is showing on the tote 705 and 205. The scratchings there 6 and 8 with a field of 10 to run. No sign of any move up over there in Adelaide at Morfordville. The runners still milling around behind the starting gates.
Second last of the day, and they're off and running. Terravos was ridden out with the whip a couple of times to keep his mind on the job and hold a forward position, but Old Russ will accommodate and go to the lead as it likes to do so. From Menacing up on the outside, and 3 deep is play on words as they are about to leave the straight. Huckstra's up close handy today and seemed to drop in front of Terravos there, who looked to have to check. Then further back behind those came Tristanito, and they were followed then by Little Rogue from Windy Minx, Pokerman second last, Ginger and Spice the top weighters last of all. Over the crossing at the 2,000 metre mark now, and the leader is Old Russ by a length and a quarter. The pace is only leisurely. In second placing now 2 lengths away in second spot as Old Russ gets a little further in front, play on words. Third placing held by Huckster, who got to the rail and goes up on the inside of Menacing, 2 lengths away to Terravos, then came on the outside. In about midfield is further back Tristanito. Little Rogue on the inside of Windy Minx, followed by Pokerman, and Ginger and Spice is still last of all. There's no real pace on past the 1,600 metre mark, where Old Russ under restraint is getting away with Murder in front. They're playing right into this lass's hands. 2 or 3 lengths away now to Menacing, who's starting to do something about the action and goes up towards Old Russ. Play on words third, passing the 1,400 metre mark. Then came Huckster getting through its inside. inside. Taravos held up on the inside, and around them goes Poker Man. Little Rogue and Tristanito are joining in from Windy Minx and Ginger and Spice. There's only about 7 lengths first to last as they race along the far side with 1,200 to go. Old Russ just the leader, a length or so in advance of Menacing, and Huckster has enjoyed a nice run. Poker Man fourth, a couple of lengths further back in the field, Tristanito winding up, and Windy Minx letting go. Taravos back on the inside behind Play on Words, which is taking it back through the field as it drops out. Around them goes Little Rogue and Ginger and Spice. They sprint up down past the 800 zone now, where the leader still Old Russ has had a very good run in front. Coming at it, Windy Minx and Menacing, and Huckster looking for a way through. They were followed just in behind them by Tristanito. Little Rogue improving rapidly. Then further back to Poker Man. Taravos is getting a go on, but well, has it missed the boat or not? Ginger and Spice likewise still second last, and last of all is Play on Words. They come before the turn into the straight, where it's still Old Russ defying them from Windy Minx and Huckster the rail. Out wide a Little Rogue, and then Menacing, followed by Taravos, joining Tristanito, and further back Poker Man. Ginger and Spice couldn't win, nor could Play on Words. Little Rogue has ranged up with Huckster, and they join Old Russ, followed further back by Windy Minx and Menacing, but Little Rogue out wide on the track has gone to the lead. Windy Minx battling away, so is Old Russ, and so too on the inside is Huckster, but Little Rogue is going right on with it. Windy Minx and Old Russ battling away. Huckster's run its race, but Little Rogue is going to be too good, and Little Rogue gets home by a couple of lengths to Old Russ. Third placing Windy Minx, Huckster, then Poker Man, Menacing, Tristanito, Taravos didn't do a thing. Then further back Play on Words and Ginger and Spice along last. Pulled up
right, there's Little Rogue getting to the front in the black and white squares and getting the upper hand over Old Russ and Windy Minx, number 12, and the yellow colours up on the outside, out 3 deep. But Little Rogue for Clayton Bromley's had a fairly convincing win. It ran third, actually, in the Mount Gambier Cup behind Old Russ, but has turned the tables today, and home it goes. Little Rogue to score by about 1.5 lengths over Old Russ, and Windy Minx is about a head away third on the outside, and Huckster back in fourth placing in the pink and white colours back in the rail. Paid $2.30 and 80. Number 12 Silver Style $1.05, and number 13 Sumar Vlad has paid $1.35. $2.30 and 80, $1.05 and $1.35 for 10, 12 and 13. Race 7 in Brisbane. Quinella $6.15, and the trifecta $70 and 50 cents after race number 7. And the Brisbane Daily Double for 3 Final Affair and 10 Vita, 3 and 10. No sub required the first leg. The second leg sub number 6, 3 and 10 for the Daily Double in Brisbane today at $35 and 60 cents.
In the ring a short time back, Aramet was favourite from Max Treasure and Avon Starkus. They're off in the final event of the day, and Bo Sandy was slow, and so too was Avon Starkus. Other than that, a pretty good jump, and Garaby and Aramet share the way with now Aramet leading. Moving up very quickly, Blue Polly to second, third Max Treasure, fourth and caught out deep Garaby, one then to Sinjen John's Memory, Bo Sandy, Tennis Lad, Effective Star, then Universal Lady from Narvik, Avon Starkus and Brigantic a long way back with Graceful Shadow and Karuna Lad. Down the side they go, 700 to a race, and the leader is Aramet, a length and a half. Blue Polly, one away third is Max Treasure, and then Sinjen after 2 to Garaby, Bo Sandy, one further off John's Memory. Then comes Tennis Lad and a strung out field from Universal Lady, Brigantic going up inside, Effective Star from Narvik, Avon Starkus, oh it couldn't win from there you'd imagine, and a Graceful Shadow and Karuna Lad are the last pair. Around the turn they race, at the 400 Little Carl has a peep on Aramet, it leads by a length and a half, Sinjen and Blue Polly, Max Treasure taken out into the centre of the track, and then John's Memory, Bo Sandy and Tennis Lad from Garaby. But it's Aramet coming past the 200 metres, leading nicely a length and a half on Sinjen, 2 Blue Polly, Max Treasure and then John's Memory, but Aramet is going to be a mile too good. Oh, it's racing right away from Sinjen, and Aramet has beaten Sinjen. Now for third, Brigantic has flown down the outside. She and Blue Polly are in a tight issue. Then Max Treasure and John's Memory, Tennis Lad. Behind them Avon Starkus, Garaby, Bo Sandy, Karuna Lad, Graceful Shadow, Universal Lady, Narvik, and last was Effective Star.
Well, another special there from Charles Cox, the Sydney bookmaker on 3DB of a Saturday morning. He's having an amazing run. The top weight Aramet drawing right away from his rivals. Running on for second was Sinjen, and I think Charlie Cox mentioned that as the main danger to Aramet this morning. Very close for third between number 2 Brigantic and 6 Blue Polly. So it's 1, 7 and a photo for third.
First of all, for number 4 Little Rogue, $3.85 and $1.45. Number 3 Old Russ at $1.80 and 12 Windy Minx $1.75. 4, 3, 12 the placings there. Quinella $17.25 and the trifecta $296.70. Now at Sydney in the last, Aramit number 1, 180 and 75. He's now won a total of 19 races from 46 starts, this fellow Aramit. Travels all around New South Wales. He's trained at Wyalong and he had an easy win in the last, as you saw, at Rose Hill. For the win, 180, the place 75. Number 7, Singen, $1.90. And third, number 6, Blue Polly. Number 2, I should say. Third, number 2, Brigantic, $1.20, 1, 7 and 2. 12.20 Quinella, trifecta, $120.65. And the Adelaide double, 11 and 4, returned $99.40. 11 and 4, the daily double in Adelaide, $99.40. The runners are moving in well for the last on the card. Race 8 in about a minute and a half. We've got All Chant in the last, $1.50 and 85. That's the ride for Mick Dittman. Number 2, Kentish. Gary Willetts and Jeff Murphy teaming up again. It's been running out of form, this fellow Kentish, but he's only 280 and 120. 3, Charles Hyder Seek at $15, 3.15. 4, Crawford at $2.95 and 110. Mageddon, number 5 at $8.25, 195. Number 6, Phil Sin, showing $9.65, 260. Number 7, Portamo Bay at $3.50 and 90. Number 8 is out. Number 9 on Grand Vitesse, $4.05, 105. 10 Estuary, another trained by Jeff Murphy, $18.60 and 3.25. 11 Northern Beam at $18.05, 3.40. And number 12 Ripper Risk, $13.15 and 2.15 in the holdings. Just over the $26,500 mark on the win total, $11,894 for the place. But All Chant, prepared by Paul Sutherland at Rose Hill. Number 1 is the favourite at 140 now at 85 for the place. And the candidates are moving in quite well for the last up there. We're about to cross to Wayne Wilson. The favourite is in the yellow with the black check and the cap in barrier number 3. In actual fact, it's barrier 2 as we join Wayne Wilson for the last in Brisbane.
And now the starter making his way across to the platform, 16:41, the journey of the last.